1407 Great Malkin Lane. This is the living member of the X-Men. Don't let anyone tell you different. Okay. I am joined by the dynamic duo over at the Ex-Wife podcast. We have my man Justin. He's straight as an arrow. He's like Beast without all the personality problems.
I'm glad you had that qualifier because that'd be a big insult otherwise.
Right. And we got Alicia. She was down to be Shadowcat, but they're not paying her the money that she needs. Pay her, Marvel. We got the Ex-Wife podcast. All right, give it up.
Oh, yeah.
It took me 45 minutes to come up with that.
I love it.
It was a great intro. I'm hyped. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready for my contract, Marvel.
Right? Oh. Okay, so we will be reviewing the classic 1983. It says August, but we all know they came out 2 months before. So it came out in June 83.
Not fooling us, Marvel.
Yeah, publication dates. So you guys take it away. What's the story?
Oh, wow. Wolverine's getting married.
Yeah, to really kick it off, we have a wedding invitation for all the friends. Hey, I don't know if you knew, but Wolverine had his own little side project where he came away with a fiance.
And she happens to be the daughter of a giant crime lord. So they're not just going to have your average wedding, there's going to be shenanigans mixed in between.
And all this happens, it just feels like it's a rehearsal dinner. Or like this is just all the relatives coming through for the rehearsal dinner. You got Silver Samurai, who I kept referring to in my notes as Super Shredder.
Because you got the vibe.
Yeah. Like he was, he's like, I should be leader of the crime family. Bro, you were born out of wedlock. You don't matter, man. Come on.
You don't have claim to this throne.
You're an embarrassment to us.
You dragon fire.
So I actually have the trade of this that includes the Wolverine miniseries, the 1 through 4 Wolverine miniseries by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller, which is the lead-in to this 2-issue arc, bringing it back into Uncanny.
Right. Okay. All right, just jumping into it. The first page. One thing I noticed about being part of the X-Men, you go from being homeless to being like rich very fast. Like you're just flying all over the place. Like Nightcrawler, when Xavier found him, he was just like, he was in the shadows in Germany. Now he's like world trotting, like he's traveling. Like
right. You look at their fancy coats too. They dress, so they travel in style.
Right?
What's happening? Look at that hat.
Just look at that hat.
It's so infrequently that we see them in casual attire too, which is really cool.
Yeah, man. I wonder. I swear, I want to see Xavier's taxes. I really want to know how he keeps all of this afloat. Like, serious.
You got the power to manipulate minds. You just got me coming in. You keep on telling the bank, no, it's good. The check is good.
You can fly on that Emperor's private jet whenever you want.
The Emperor's private jet. Where you roll like that? Yes. Yeah, that's what we do. No,
roll with X.
Right? You roll Xavier, you get private jets. It's weird. Like, it's weird. Also, this is the first introduction between Wolverine and Kitty Pryde's emotional support alien, Lockheed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
Not a pet, a friend. Yeah.
We at this point we thought it was a pet. It just like it was just always around, like snapping at people. It was either that, yeah.
And where he goes from here is far beyond too.
Oh yeah, like just we knew he's an alien. Also, Mariko's a really nice lady. She's just a really nice lady.
Yeah.
right? She's just a nice like she commands your respect. You don't want to do anything lewd or crazy, or like, you know what? Let's straighten up a little bit. Let's like stand up straight. Like that's a
Yeah.
But yeah.
And
I want to shout out to Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I want to shout out Paul Smith, the penciler on this issue. I love his work. He only does a short run of Uncanny issues, but every one is memorable. And just the way that he conveys emotion in physical gestures and faces, you can see the joy and wonder in Kitty's face, the anger in Wolverine's eyes, the warmth from Mariko, and then as you turn the page, the unsureness of Rogue standing in that doorway.
Wow. I've never seen her so prim and proper. She's
right.
She's a nice, upstanding young lady. Like, you can tell Destiny and Mystique sent her to boarding school. Like, you are going to do you're going to walk and talk like a lady as well as a terrorist. Okay, we have standards. Okay,
you're going to be a well-mannered terrorist,
right? We'll deceive them, and then we'll work our way in.
Right. Also, Wolverine ready to just murder Rogue right off the top. Like, dude, she's 17, bro. Like, she just let it go.
I mean, the last time that they tussled, though, and he's got a close personal relationship with Carol Danvers, so that's a real sore subject for him.
Yeah, but who doesn't he have a close personal relationship with? He has a person.
He's a loner. What are you talking about? He has no friends. He's all alone by himself, even though he knows everybody.
But everyone is under there.
Yeah, like at this point, he's still hanging out with Captain America. Like he probably got off the phone with Captain America. He's just like, "Hey, I want to be there, but I can't. We're off gonna fight the Kree. Have a nice wedding, bro. We'll have a beer when you get back." Like just, yeah, just. Oh yeah, but I really like Rogue is like, it's weird seeing her like that. She's like, I don't know whether or not I should come in. Like she's like an in-law. She's acting like kind of like an in-law. Like, do I come in yet? Or like,
yeah, I like seeing her sort of like coming into herself on the team and knowing that she might be growing on the X-Men themselves, but she hasn't quite crossed that threshold with Wolverine, and she knows that. So she's like, I'm just gonna hang back here until you're ready to let me in.
The last time they saw each other, they fought.
Yeah.
She was working with the Brotherhood. She was working for Mystique, and then even before that with Captain Marvel, they do not have a solid track record. And I think that's why Wolverine is like,
what are you doing in my house?
I totally
me to cut her heart out.
Yeah, he was ready to just go full werewolf on her. Like, okay, wow, that's it. That's an opinion. That's a feeling. I get it. But everybody else is telling her like, bro, she's cool now. Like, like, just
people change, man.
Like, you kill people all the time. I love you. Get out of here.
Right. But also because of Rogue became the president of Reformed Villains. So we're seeing like two classic things right now, like Wolverine's first wedding and Rogue. She's great. Like, it ends up being one of the best top 5 X-Men leaders of all time.
Oh yeah, for sure. These aren't even the only people that we need to worry about, because we have layers of peepers in from the windows.
I'm watching watching them.
Yeah, we got Super Shredder. I mean, Silver Samurai. Gotta stop doing that. Being watched by Yuriko. Okay, I wrote in my notes with this. Okay, Yuriko. ... Let's see if it's all true. I'm really looking for the subtext. I'm like, everybody says that this is when Yuriko and Storm get together. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm looking for the clues.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this whole arc is really about Yukio opening up something within Aurora. So who even knows what's happening on the panel?
Right. Wow.
No.
I was talking emotionally. What are you talking about?
No, sexually.
Yeah, sure, that too. That
I didn't mean to go. I was like, oh god, no. But you're right. You're right. You can't. Or I always thought it was kind of like when you get like a meet somebody new and just like you start dressing like them. You start like copying their style a little bit.
right.
Like
She's got a zest for life.
yeah, like oh yeah, like her life is very admirable. Like I mean, she kind of like she's crazy, kind of like she has this persona that she's crazy. Like she kicked Samurai in the back of the
crazy.
head with nothing with her leg meat,
Yeah.
like just
yeah,
and nothing. That's all.
And also just and just like the sheer fact that she's just like, I don't know, is she still pining over Wolverine? Like she's watching from the distance as everyone's gathering for Logan's wedding and is just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep him safe even if I can't be with him. Like, why are you here? What are you doing? Guardian.
That's what friends are for.
What if Yuriko just made it look like she got with Storm just to make Logan jealous? That'd be really funny. It really just X-Men. We need the soap opera drama. Claremont, you were good at it.
Yes.
Just why does Claremont always have his characters have this really over the top dramatic dialogue? Yes, as I watch you on the moonlight, know that you will face the fury of the Summer Samurai.
For the drama, baby, for the drama.
It is fun. Like it's fun, but like this is. I wish we can see this on screen. Like they have all this stuff, and we couldn't get like something like this animated would have been amazing. Like
yeah, for sure. The arc before this that leads into this is largely the plot of the Wolverine, the second Hugh Jackman led film.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was good. I like that one too.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than a lot of people say. It's like
the original one was terrible, but James Mangold he took it back and then brought us to Logan. Actually got it right.
Yeah. There was 20 minutes of greatness in that first Wolverine movie. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's it.
20 minutes plus the Gambit part. That's it.
Solid Gambit.
Yes. Solid Blob.
Yeah.
So Wolverine, he hears this because he can hear everything. He's like, wait, somebody's fighting across the street. I gotta go and fight.
So specifically, he says, I hear like flesh versus metal across the street, on a roof across the street.
A fighting kick.
Yeah, like
flesh on metal, a fighting kick.
I know exactly what I hear.
He's got super sensitive hearing.
Yeah,
like, over there.
I mean, how much of it do you ever think is Cap? Like, do you just like add stuff just to make himself sound cooler? Like, ooh, wait.
He can actively see out the window, and he's like, "Yeah, it sounds like it's a foot on metal, and the foot is wearing black pants, and the metal is silver, and there's
it's a size 13. It's a size 13 boots. Like, they're wearing new socks. Yeah, new socks. New socks.
They jump immediately into action. Nightcrawler bamfing them over there.
Love it. Like, I love Nightcrawler as his sidekick.
This is a duo. This is the classic X-Men friendship.
Yes, yeah, you love it. Like he is the Robin to Wolverine's Batman. Like older Robin, not like kid Robin. Because he's an
older Batman. Because Wolverine's ageless.
yeah. Apparently, he's lived everywhere. He's like a Highlander,
right?
And then we get Yuriko just flying, doing like her best Catwoman impression, just flying, jumping, and then oh snap! I missed my grip. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. And then she gets
no, you're not.
And then scooped in by our favorite Kenyan, Oro Monroe, swooping in for the save.
Here to save the day.
Yes.
Look at that cape. Look at the wingspan on that cape right now.
I know
that is cool.
Especially that panel where the top to bottom range. Yeah, that's huge.
Just like, I mean, what is the dry cleaning bill on that? Like, how did it? What is it? Like, does she have like copies of that? Or does she use the same one? Like,
she doesn't know. Xavier pays for it. Get out of here. Just put it up there.
Xavier money.
Come on.
They have a maid that comes in every second Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Molecules.
Yeah.
I could totally see that. So like we get like a little flirtation, but like it could be say like she's cool, like she does what she wants. I wish I can do that, but I can't because of my powers.
Well, yeah, it's just how immediately Yukio is twirling and cartwheeling, and even though she was facing near death immediately, she's now just laughing it off as this is part of the thrill, and Storm is blown away by it. She's never seen anyone act like this.
Very true.
That's kind of why I love her. She's just like, whatever, I almost died. Who cares?
It's the best story. I'm gonna keep up with friends. Right.
It's crazy. Like like I swear, like I'm still getting Quentin Tarantino vibes. Like, you just get like, just flipping away. Storm is talking to the X-Men. They're just like, wow, so that happened.
Yeah. So we're here.
Yeah. So what's going on with Mariko's dad?
Wolverine's like, well, crime family business.
Yeah, I invited you for a happy wedding. I did not explain the context of this family drama that also involves crime lords in Japan underground.
Really wanted somebody to go like, you could have told us this, man. Like,
dude,
like you're kind of putting us in danger intentionally. Like, yeah, we're highly trained, but we don't know these people.
Right. And then there's the awkward moment of like them trying to get more information and Kitty being like, well, let's just go to the jail and ask him.
Let's ask
it's
this
like,
Shinjin.
Oh, sorry. So Kitty, he's not alive.
So Wolverine killed his fiance's father.
Yeah.
And it's kind of still a sore subject, but not like for the emotional reasons. It's more for like the honor reasons.
Yeah.
Like she knew he had to go, but like publicly she has to be like, oh my God, my dad. This is so terrible. Like,
how could this happen?
Inside, yes, I know, right? Like, he was terrible. He hated everybody. He was just murdering people. Like, we didn't need that. Like that's not the good for business. But
you know what else isn't good for business? Having your employees taken out by Viper. Ninja assassin coming in through the window, the dumbbell waiter window, and taken out.
Just taking out the help and disguising herself. Like she belongs here.
I feel so bad for her. I feel bad for the maid. She was like, okay, I'm going to have a nice day at work. I got something good happens for the weekend. Knocks out.
Clocking in, just gonna do my job. Got plans later.
Not today, lady. Not today.
I hope I've been noticing like there's been a lot of collateral damage. Like the recent Wolverine with Maverick and Jeff Berenster, and they were on that helicopter. There was a helicopter pilot in there, and he just died, and no one said anything. So I'm like, wow, like, I feel bad for that helicopter guy. That's I feel bad for the collateral damage on the way to this. I feel bad for these people. Nobody says anything.
Yeah, they're innocent bystanders, and they just die, and then that's it. But at least she's not dead. She just knocked out a little bit so that Viper can poison some tea.
Yeah, and knocked out and also derobed because Viper takes her work outfit and then disguises herself to serve poisonous tea.
She's gonna wake up naked and be like, wait, what happened?
What? I thought I was at work.
She's gonna need therapy afterwards. This could be
for sure.
Like, Wolverine and Storm have this whole thing. This I totally buy as like they were kind of talking to each other. Like I think they kind of like not dating, but they're really close and like they have periods.
But it's like Wolverine I've always saw as Storm's top general. You know, if
Yeah.
Storm's the leader, Wolverine's her sage advisor.
Yeah.
He's the guy that has the war experience, has a lot more hardened hand-to-hand combat, and is very strategic.
And I think he also has a lot of respect. Like there's a lot of mutual
Yeah.
respect between the two of them. So they can like really be open and honest with each other, you know, and like just they don't sugarcoat it. They tell each other this is how it is.
And especially this moment where Wolverine's just being really vulnerable about himself and thinking, am I worthy of this woman?
Right. And this like acknowledgement of each other's growth, right? Like you're different, so are you, you know, like you've changed and grown, and whether that's for better or worse, like I see it in you. And like it's a very cool moment of like them saying to each other, like, I see you, you know, all the kids are here and they're running around doing all their things, but you adults. And I know it's been a crazy life.
But what Wolverine says here about the power corrupts, because he's talking about Mariko, because she's saying like she wants to take over as head of her father's crime organization, and he's like, oh, power corrupts, and that kind of bothered me a little bit, you know, because you like it just made me think, the classic argument, is it the person that is that's just easily corruptible, or does power ultimately just corrupt everybody? And I think people, I don't know. I think there could be, you could be a good person and still have power.
Yeah, I think so. I think in this instance, it's one of those things where like I think Wolverine's really jaded. Like he doesn't have a lot of positive experience with people in this kind of power. So
if he can remember, because he can't do anything. So like
right. And then to know that like it's not like just taking out the leader really ended the corruption. Like he knows that she's being immersed in this system that already exists. So she's going to be like influenced by all these other people involved in the organization, and like what is that going to lead to?
Of course, it's the name.
But I think he should trust her like a little bit more. I totally agree with what you're saying on that front.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the nature of the beast. If it isn't her, it's gonna be somebody even worse who doesn't have her, who doesn't have her restrictions, her convictions, or even Logan in her ear telling her like, "Hey, that's not a good idea."
Yeah, I mean, Code of the Samurai.
Yeah, exactly. Silver Samurai. He's like, I'm ready to just go crazy. Like, just like I'm ready to take this and just
pick up the reins.
Right.
Chop it off. Let's go.
We're getting nothing but bodies, B. Everybody here looked at me, bro. Everybody said I should have gone golden. No, I'm silver. Everybody good. Everybody getting it. No,
I've been wearing this armor for months, getting ready for this position.
Right. We're gonna have the silver. We're gonna get a whole crew, the Silver Hands. I don't know. It's stupid. I'm thinking of everything. And then we kind of jump into probably my favorite part of this issue. Cyclops is in Alaska and he's looking up just history on his wife or girlfriend at this point. Wife, right? Yeah. His wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're married yet. Just girlfriend, yeah.
Okay, they're engaged. Okay. All right. Alex, his younger brother, comes in asking him, why are you looking into her past? And Cyclops is just asking, I want to know where she came from. She looks
right.
It's none of your business.
I want to.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Like she looks exactly like my ex-girlfriend. Like we are superheroes. People can like and Alex is just gaslighting him. Like, why are you trying to ruin such a good thing? Like, oh my god, it's not even about that, bro.
Alex is already in love with her.
Alex, you have met Mystique. You have met Mastermind. Like, you know these people exist. How can you just trust this and not be curious at all?
Right. So, like, see, and later on, eventually, when Scott asks Maddie, "Hey, are you a clone?" and she slaps him, I thought, like, that's an overreaction. That's a like
sensitive subject.
Superhero. Like, see, this just proves the sinister thing was right there from the beginning. Just
right
there.
Well, there's so much uncertainty seeded into it. I know that it wasn't Claremont's initial idea to have Maddie be a clone of Jean, but he built himself the runway.
Right. Like, so in this moment, it's not part of the plan for her to be a clone? Or is this the beginning of seeding that is?
I don't think it's happening now because it would happen closer. So this is in 83. I believe X Factor starts in 85. So I think we're still a little far out for that.
But like
the slow burn.
Very blatantly saying like she looks exactly like her.
Right.
And saying her plane crashes and Jean dies and then
that's what I'm saying.
She like I find it hard to believe that wasn't part of the plan the whole time.
Yeah, but Scott's being gaslit the entire time by Alex, by Maddie herself. Like, yeah, just and also in the next issue, we're gonna see even Lalandra's like, kill it, shoot her in the
Sound the alarms.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? That is the most honest reaction. And I love it. Lalandra, you be the best Shi'ar you can. you be that messy murderer, you. No, then we cut to the Silver Samurai. Also, Viper and the Silver Samurai were a couple at one point.
That tracks.
Yeah, it's like hey, it's nice.
So X Factor #1 doesn't come out until 1986. So this is 3 years prior.
Slow burn. It's Claremont. Remember, he's always with the slow burn.
Yeah.
Feels like it's got to be part of the plan.
It was never his plan to make her be a clone of Jean, though.
Well, that's silly biscuits. I don't believe it.
Silly biscuits.
He straight up said she's basically the same. Like, come on.
And it's not the only time it comes up.
I mean, like, all right, I think he laid it out, and he didn't want it eventually, but he knew that he could use it if he wanted to. So right. I think he likes to embellish some things. Like he likes to. I'm not saying he's a liar. I'm just saying he fudges things. You know, he's an older gentleman getting up there in his years of writing X-Men since the beginning of time. Like there was light, darkness. Claremont was writing X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Since the dawn of time. But we got a shady business meeting
down by the docks.
We got to come here and we got to say, listen, I'm your half brother. Mm-hmm. I want the throne. I want you to die. And I really love the like whoever this dude is that's like, I'm here to keep the peace, and then Silver Samurai threatens her and she's like, hello, keep the peace, and he's like, yeah, not my chair, not my problem.
You're not the person you said you were, and neither is he. I think we find out later in the second issue.
Yeah,
everyone's fire.
Yeah, and like, you know, Yuriko just happens to be there, just you know, she just pops up
again like a ninja in the night. She's always watching.
She impersonated Mariko's driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We find out later that she called Storm to find this and was running back for Mariko and for Logan himself too.
Yeah, hey, that's smart. I mean, like, if you're going to be dealing with like gangsters, you might want to have some super powered people around you. Like,
and also, am I understanding this correctly that she goes into this meeting in disguise as Mariko and says, hey, what's up?
So this is Yukio posing as Mariko, who's waiting in the limo, or who has actually, no, she's still in the limo with Storm.
Yes, she's in the limo with Storm.
So you're saying that in the front seat, it was Yuriko, a passed out lady, and Storm, and like just driving, and nobody even said anything?
No, Storm comes later.
Right.
They got a car phone because they got that crime money.
Japanese crime, Yakuza crime money.
Similar to Xavier money, but with more murder.
More blood on his hands.
Yeah.
But,
yes.
So movie. Storm does this really cool trick. Viper, she's going for the car, and she thinks like, oh, she thinks Yugo brought Mariko, but no, Storm. She feels like a sonic boom and just like pushes the Viper all against a wall. Oh wait, or could be a dumpster.
She just rockets her. She like uses the car door, like the car door hits her. And Storm is really taken aback. She's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to hit quite that hard."
Yeah, it plays in her inability to control the strength of her powers and the usage of it that continues throughout this and continues in the current miniseries that's coming out now, the Storm miniseries that takes place shortly after this.
Right. Man, and like so Storm is, she's going through that, but she quickly gets over it, flies into the warehouse where she finds Yuriko just like smiling like the Cheshire cat fighting the Silver Samurai.
He loves it.
Yeah. She's like, "Ooh, I like this. This is the best Tuesday ever." And then Storm tries to go for the lightning, and she overloads him, or she
she overloads herself. I feel like her this image like kind of freaks me out because it kind of looks like she's like burning her skin off a little
bit. She basically is, because her lightning is too powerful. It starts to hit the Silver Samurai and she starts to pull it back and it hits some explosives. And this guy who's brokering the meeting has these thoughts of like, you've done exactly what I've thought you would. The trap has sprung. And this is not who we think it is, because later on we find him dead, weeks old. The body's been sitting there.
Right.
Who is this? Mutton chops.
Oh,
it's very lightly in there in the subtext that I well, at least I think that this is Mastermind
the whole time.
Mastermind. Wow. Okay.
Plotting like the evil genius he is. That man and his mutton chops.
Just crazy.
So crazy.
So like Wolverine is like, so Storm is in the hospital. No, Wolverine was in the hospital after after taking that poison that Viper gave him. He's up. Yeah. He's suiting up. Mariko, the rest of the X-Men are all taken out. Rogue's the only one who hasn't been, nothing happened to her.
Right. She's okay. She's recovering.
She's half alien.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, so Wolverine is like, I'm gonna go hunting for these guys who took us out, and Rogue's like, I'm going with you. They kind of do like that, kind of like that. I kind of see this as like Wolverine's walking towards the hallway to the elevator, and Rogue's right behind him, and they're having that conversation like, I'm going to go. It's not going to be pretty. I know. It's like, you're not coming. Yes, I am. Until they quietly accept it, like, they keep up. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah. Do as I say, kid.
Right. Follow my orders.
Right.
And to look at the difference in the facial expression in this last image of Rogue versus the first image of Rogue, right? The timidness, she's just entering the room, but the determination, the steeled look in her eyes as she's ready to know, I'm on a big guy mission now. I'm following Wolverine into the stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, like, she's game mode. Like, because like, ready. I mean, come on, she's like, say what I will about Mystique and Destiny. They trained her very well.
Yeah, and I also think she's like ready to prove herself to Wolverine. She's like, this is my chance to show you that I'm on your side, right? Because you have doubts about me, but the whole rest of the team is
accepted me.
They're poisoned, so they can't help you, and you can't do this alone. So you stuck with me, Wolverine.
You need a flyer. I'm fast. I'm strong. I know how to. Like, I play nasty too. So
yes.
Also, I like the tagline. Tag, you're dead.
Yeah. Yes. That is a great way.
173. I love this cover.
Right? Well, it gives you all that, right? Wolverine's leading the charge and Rogue's got his back. That's what we have.
Mm-hmm.
To have not. Chris Claremont, Paul Smith. Just, I love the art. I just love the art. It just
the art is great.
Paul Smith, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
all killer, no filler.
Just, like, I don't like the Wolverine costume per se, but like seeing this art with it, I see why everybody loves it.
Yeah,
like, and I like how Rogue is like on the side, like, nah, I'm just watching. I could totally see her trying to go for a shot, and Wolverine says, "You better put that down." Like, swear worse than mom.
It's kind of like they're sort of doing like the good cop bad cop situation, right. Of like, but it's more like bad cop and then cop who's really trying to give you advice. Like, she's leaning like, listen, like, you could avoid this if you could just talk, but otherwise he's just gonna keep beating the crap out of you. Yeah. Like, I could watch this all day. So it's
bad cop and worse cop.
Yeah.
Bad cop, corrupt cop. She's like, I'm waiting on my spring rolls, please. Like, not that guy.
Definitely the corrupt cop. Like, listen, I could just walk away and say I didn't see anything. Nothing happened here.
Means I don't have to fill out paperwork. We're good.
Oh man, like, no paperwork. I love that.
Until like another goon is like, oh, let me come for you, and she's like, oh, no, child, do not mess with me.
I wonder if she ever finds. I wonder how do you feel like when you see like a knife, like, just bend around you, like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, yeah. I mean, I know she's seen it a few times, but like, wouldn't that kind of blow your mind a little bit? Like, oh my, like, I know I've seen this like 1,000 times, but this is crazy.
Yeah, like, that's lucky.
That was my shoulder.
Like, no puncture wounds or nothing. I'm good. Then we jump to Yuriko and Storm, all frazzled. Like, her hair looks like Lady Deathstrike's.
Yeah, like, that Storm is just like, because they fell in the water in the last issue, so now Storm's wearing a robe.
Yeah, her hair's like.
Also, who knows what they were doing?
Oh yeah, they were.
Oh, come on, man! They're looking for a place to stay. Like, come on.
They lost all their clothes. Where did Storm's outfit go? Where did she even find this shirt? They probably went to Yukio's place to get some clothes.
Why didn't they stay there? Why couldn't they stay there?
Because they are on the run. They can't be hiding in an obvious place. But the place where they go is like, listen, I'm so sorry, Yukio. I want to be here for you, but like, your name's on the list and I can't be associated with you. So you're not welcome here anymore.
Yeah. And they're kind of homeless right now. They're kind of like, and then, oh my God.
Get jumped.
Yeah. It's like, what kind of day is this for Storm? Like, I start out this day, I save a Japanese woman. Next thing I know, I'm burning up, and then I'm about to get mugged.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, look at the smile on her face. Yeah, she loves it though.
She's becoming more and more like Yukio as it goes. She's just like, like, she literally says, "Oh well, you only die once. Like, might as well do it with style."
She's sounding very much like Nicolas Cage in Face Off. Like, let's do it. Like, yeah. So we get to we get to Bad and Batter. They're just like breaking into houses, just willy-nilly.
The difference in how they approach the situation, right? Wolverine is on his knees, bent, crouched, sniffing, and Rogue is just casually sauntering through the hallway.
That's such a mystique. That's such a Destiny move, though. She totally does that. Like,
yeah,
that's all right.
It's also her testing the limits of the powers that she took from Carol. Like she doesn't know. She just knows invulnerability, right? She hasn't really tested that to an extent. She can fly, strength, and vulnerability, but she's not worried. Nothing can hit her. Nothing can hurt her right now.
I do like too this like comment of Wolverine's seeing the danger and being like, I could just let her get destroyed and then she'd learn. But instead, I'll save her because I kind of like her.
I need her. It has nothing to do with like. I may need her later on.
No, he
like,
secretly
she's my
likes
ride.
her.
Like she's kind of my ride. Like, like I really don't know where I am, and I don't want to walk. Like, and plus, like it's that bad part of town. I don't want to get mugged again. It's a whole thing. oh my! Wolverine should be played by Larry David. That would be hilarious. just him, and like. God. And the entire episode would be him right after a fight trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to get home?
That's hysterical.
Right.
And then tell me, did anyone else feel highly uncomfortable with this like Rogue being like, oh my God, you saved my life. Let me kiss you now?
It was weird.
I didn't like it. I was not okay with it. I was like, Rogue, calm down.
And you also know that would kick his butt. You know?
Right. That's going to just steal his whole life essence. What are you doing?
Just playing.
This did take me back to X-Men, the first movie. When, the bedroom scene where he, like, that.
Oh, yeah. You're totally right.
Well, even the ending of this. Even the ending of this and the ending of that movie, right?
Yeah. See, connections.
But we see this guy is supposedly who had set up and was brokering the meeting at the docks, but he's been dead for over a week.
He's decay, and he smells bad.
Yeah, don't come any closer. He isn't very pretty.
Pretty gross over here.
Oh, like we've been suckered. And we get back to Storm and Yuriko basically doing Power Rangers to all these thugs, just like high kicks and like just and lightly flirting, I guess.
And Storm just being like, I usually don't use my powers purely to hurt people, but in this instance, I guess I'll give it a shot. I'm feeling my best right now.
And Yuriko's like, yes, use your anger. It gives you focus. No, like she's like, yeah, go for it. Yeah, do whatever you want. Like, no, you don't owe them nothing. And I like their whole dynamic. They're just like they're learning how to be friends.
And they're just hyping each other up. Like, we can do this now. Yeah, we can do this now. Oh, can we do a little of this? That's cool.
Oh, yeah, it's very like these two at this moment, I feel like would fit in with the current Exterminators run. Like if they got together with like Dazzler and Boom Boom and Jubilee and Wolverine on that like their drunken rampage.
Yeah, Chaos Girls Night.
Yeah, and then you take Yukio and Storm coming in all crazy, like
they just came from their old adventure and they're like, yeah, what are you guys doing? Nothing. We're fighting ninjas. Oh, you gotta tell them. Shh, it's not their business. Whatever happens in Japan stays in Japan. That's what that's the term, right?
Yeah.
So we get back to the hospital and like Viper is just taking out nameless Yakuza guards. And she has her version of the hand right by her. Like, can you imagine going in the elevator with like all her guys, it's like nobody takes their swords out in the elevator, okay? Because like it's like they have to be organized. Yeah. It's like Rudy, you got your sword? Yeah, okay, got it, good, okay, all right, 1,
game time.
2, 3.
We're the best.
And so Rogue and Wolverine knew they've been duped, and they're like, that means everybody's in trouble.
We've been pulled across town. We got to go back.
So this was the farce. We got to go figure out what's right. Like, are we going to make it there in time? The pressure's on, and Rogue really shows up here. She's
panel
here, and she's on the team, and she's doing the work.
She's a
panel
smasher.
Through the door.
Yep. I'm on that page right now. Yeah. Wolverine just kind of comes to the side, like, "Wow, all right." that just left me up here, Samurai. Where you at?
Why does Silver Samurai look so sad in this?
He really does.
He's like, oh, is anybody gonna fight me?
I guess I just have to fight Logan.
I want to be part of the fight.
No. What happened was he was watching The Masked Singer, and the person he wanted, like, no. And he got so bummed about it. So like, I don't even know if I want to do this right now, man. Like, it's like, all right, screw it. He had to wipe his eyes. I'm like, nah, screw it.
It's fine. I can fight. And we get like all these gorgeous pages of the two of them going head to head. You know, Wolverine with his adamantium claws and bones, and the Silver Samurai with his sword and his armor that are both pretty strong. So
it's really reminiscent of Wolverine's miniseries that happened right before. And I don't know if Paul Smith is trying to mirror that or channeling Frank Miller and what he was doing with the multiple action sequences that Logan goes through and the kind of samurai duels.
Right. No, I love it. Like, I also like, I've seen this same style before with Sabretooth. Like, like the whole fight, you know, the panel by panel, like I've seen it with Wolverine and Sabretooth before. So this is really cool. Like,
oh yeah.
Can you imagine being a kid and seeing this and like, oh my God, this just blows your mind. And then like Wolverine's, he's about to go, no! And Mariko's like, no, don't kill him. Don't kill my brother who tried to kill me, even though it would totally make my life better if he wasn't around.
Right.
I don't know my motivations.
Right. Wolverine's like, but if I don't kill him, he's just going to keep coming back for you. But she can't have it.
No, but it's like, but he's my brother. But he tried to kill you. He said he's going to try and kill you again.
You know, honor. That's what their relationship is all about. Like affording her the opportunity to keep her honor and to not continuously handle all of her battles. The fact that he stepped in and killed her father when she could not. The fact that he's now defending her and about to take this action against her half brother, and she can stop him because she's like, no, like this is not what I want. This is not respecting my family line.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter.
Or just saying, or she can build a legend and say like her, like the Mariko, she has her own sword. Her husband is her sword. Don't let her take out her sword. Then yeah, she can just build it up. Either way, like I think that kind of works better for it. Builds up her legend, and and also it gives her it lets all her advisors who would try to corrupt her know that you better be careful because this guy will cut our heads off. Remember what she did to her brother?
Yeah, that's true. That is a very Kill Bill vibe. That's got the Kill Bill vibes for sure.
Right?
I mean, you're bad, so.
But listen, they can argue about this all they want, but it doesn't matter because the Viper is here and she's going to end the problem. She's like, haha, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna kill Mariko, so whatever.
She has that really fancy gun. I really love the guns they have in the universe. It's so fancy. Is there like is there a gun designer they have out there? Like, you know, it's just nice.
Some kind of space technology.
Yeah, like ray gun situation. And yet again,
I mean, as many aliens come through, I'm sure somebody's like, you know,
dropped something.
Yeah,
stolen some tech.
Yeah, something's fell off a truck.
Yeah.
But we're okay because Rogue's here yet again to save the day.
oh, she's faster than the Flash right now.
Yeah.
She's saved the day. And
in front of the ray.
You know, just looking good in that green. Just like I really want to see how they would do this in the MCU. Like, would it be like a hoodie, or would it be like a coat, like a snow coat, or I don't know.
But kind of like the costume that she has much later, that has the hood with the trim, like the white trim around, but is all green.
Yeah, like Mike Carey Supernovas.
Mike Carey, yeah, the Mike Carey run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just reviewed that one like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like, but yeah, and
I have that action figure, so I'm picturing her in my mind.
Right, just it's all right. Rogue just proved that she is Destiny's daughter because she had her own cape. And she looks good in a cape. Just saying.
Capes are where it's at, honestly.
No,
you never feel more powerful than when you're wearing a cape. I'll tell you that for sure. Unless you're also carrying around a giant sword. Those two things together.
Unless you're in the Incredibles, because then it's like no capes. No capes.
No capes.
Right. No, but then we get Viper turning up the volume on her space gun and shooting Rogue again. But now this time
backfires. It's too much.
And she's trying to moving like an old man, no speed and less strength, looking desperately for a gun, a knife, anything I can use as a weapon to stop Viper. Oh,
but I don't have to because her gun is stopping her on its own.
This is the moment, right? And this is what I feel like is Logan acknowledging, this kid is a part of us. Rogue is a part of the X-Men. She's part of the family. She went out of her way to save Mariko's life. I'm going to give of me, even if it kills me.
I'm gonna kiss her.
Who's gonna fight me? No, I don't think.
No kissing. No. Just like
caressing her face.
It's he puts her face against his face.
He could have just He could have just held her hand, like just hold hands.
I know. Or just
hold hand,
put your hand on her face. Yeah.
A fist bump.
Putting the side of his cheek on her face.
That looks like they're making out to me.
Claremont.
Really small intentionally, so you can't decipher if they're kissing or not.
See, Claremont be doing. Never mind. You know what? I'm going to be known as a Claremont hater again. I don't need that. Don't need that on me right now. So we get Mariko at her ancestral home, and she's trying to come to a decision regarding her life.
She doesn't feel like you look at her words. She is excited, right? She is in no way doubting what's happening. It's just this mysterious visitor that wants to wish you and your consort well.
And then she's all, "Ooh, what has happened to me?"
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was Mastermind.
No, it is. That's what I like.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, that's Jason Weingart. Oh, confirmed.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
It's very subtle. Like blink and you'll miss it on this page and in the last page where you can see the coattails and the mutton chops. And he comes up in a couple issues as another one who's been manipulating. We didn't call it out, but there's the view or the sight of a phoenix flame in the explosion by the docks, right? Which I also think is him manipulating Storm to seeing that, because he later comes in with using the phoenix as a guise.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I see it.
But the wedding crowd is growing.
Yes. We get the Summers. We get Chris, deadbeat Chris. I'm kidding. No, he never showed up.
He thought they were dead. He didn't know. Yeah,
I know. I'm just messing with him.
He was too busy dating a squirrel in space.
Yeah, he was. In playing terror, an intergalactic terrorist. Like I don't know what he is. Like, what would he like? He being at an event with the magistrates of the Shi'ar Empire. Wouldn't that be a scandal? That's like having the president
Probably.
with a drug lord, like a known drug lord.
Right, right.
Yeah, but
It's
I
a
love.
family of 10. Okay, we don't talk about those things.
Okay, all right, all right. We see Alex and Lorna. I love these kids together. I really do. I think Lorna can actually set them straight. They just both need some growing up to do. They're like cookies. They're not done baking.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite part,
Yeah.
the sure, she's came back. like, like,
Yeah.
here, Star Cruiser, beaming on my location. It's back. she's she's ready to kill everybody.
I also like that, like
Yeah.
that Scott is just like, he obviously at this point, I'm assuming, hasn't revealed his powers to Madeline, right? So she's just like, we're just going to a wedding, like,
In Japan.
and because he's like, right. But she later says, like, who are these people? Like, what is going on here? But the fact that, like, she's showing up and all of these people think that she looks like someone else. People like Storm's taken aback by her. She's like, Goddess, like, what's happening? Lalandra wants to kill her, and she's just like, Scott, what's happening? And he's just like, oh, I don't know, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
And we get the introduction of Storm in leather. Like
Mohawk
she had to cut her
Storm.
hair. She had to cut her hair. Her hair was all Witcher wave.
Yeah.
She had
Well,
that was the last of the good hair left.
Yeah. And it's to complete that transformation, you know?
Yeah, but also where's Yumiko? Where how come she's not at the this wedding rehearsal?
Also, I mean, like, it's sort of addressed in the current Storm book that is going out, that's coming out right now, but I don't understand why Kitty is so upset.
It's weird.
She's like,
it is weird.
What have you done? And Storm's like, oh, I got a new look. You like it? And she's like, runs away crying. Like, how could you? It's like,
so I mean,
Kitty.
the only understanding that I try to come away with it is because Kitty sees Storm as a mother figure, but also as like a best friend. And for her to go through such a radical change without talking to her at all, she feels like she doesn't know this person anymore. But it's completely overreacting and is not letting Storm live her life and be who she is. But also you understand that Kitty's a 14-year-old girl, 15-year-old girl. You know, she's dumb kids.
Storm is grown.
Dating
she grown, like, you know, like like she can change.
Right.
She could do whatever she wants with her hair. I wouldn't suggest it, but like she can if she wants to. That's her choice. And I don't like Kitty trying to oppress her by telling her what she can and can't do.
Yeah, it just seems like it's like 2 panels and it happens so quickly and Kitty is so upset. And I'm like,
but then on that same page is fine in her kimono.
Right. Well, she has to do her outfit change. She's gonna put her wig on because she's gonna be part of the wedding now.
And notice how Storm's just standing by herself at the end of that line. Like nobody else is standing with her. That's interesting. But like I like how Maddie is like, okay, let's go. Like she's like, oh yeah, this is really nice. I've never been to a wedding in Japan with my new boyfriend, I guess.
Kitty, hey, can you hold my bag and watch my dragon real quick?
Wait, dragon. It must be a cat. That's what she calls her cat. Oh my god, there's a dragon in there.
She's like, oh, that's a real dragon, and it's 100% asleep in this bag.
And it likes belly rubs. Okay, yeah. Yeah. What the hell are you got me into, Scott Summers? Oh, like, I just love her blank reaction.
Yeah.
Just like Scott's like, yeah. What the blazes you got me into?
Those 4 panels, the whole like, I'm just gonna pull your tie and pull you closer and be like,
it's sitcom. You know, it's played like sitcom.
It's really awesome.
It's really cool. We get to the ceremony, or is this the actual wedding, or this is a wedding rehearsal?
I believe this is the actual
this
wedding.
would be the wedding, but Mariko comes in with some news.
You are not worthy.
And not in the cool Wayne's World way, like the bad unworthy.
Right.
We're not worthy.
Just abrupt, like mood shifts.
Yeah.
Hello, no, actually can't get married. Can't marry you, you're not worthy. Gotta go. And then they just like literally just turn back to back and part ways.
Okay, that is mastermind. Okay,
as you see the coat.
I didn't like. I didn't put that in my notes. It's just like he's such a jerk. Like,
well, it's very subtle.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I've known it is because I've had this miniseries and I've revisited this story a couple times, and the next arc, the next 2 issues, he continues to mess with the X-Men, making them see other things, and makes it so Madeline appears as the Dark Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
And we have one solid tear from poor Wolverine's face.
Oh, yo, man, Wolverine.
And when it ends, I was reading this and I was like, wait, what? That's it?
Because you didn't know who it was either, right?
No, I didn't. I was like, what the heck? And then Justin was like, purple coat, mutton chops. And I was like,
I've cosplayed this person before.
Jason.
And you're in the fact that you're still alive, sir. Good on you. A testament.
Mm-hmm.
No, oh boy, it's just like I've been.
He's definitely a terrible guy.
Yeah, he's terrible. But nobody ever gives him or Emma the credit for creating the Dark Phoenix, because if it wasn't for them, we would have no Dark Phoenix. So it's their fault. Like, why the Phoenix goes crazy and corrupts everybody, it's because of them. They changed the physical makeup of the Phoenix forever, and no one talks about it. That's a pretty powerful feat. I would say. So, like, this was such a fun issue. This is like just like seeing that, like, I know this is mostly like Rogue and Wolverine, and then we got Storm and Yukio. Everybody else was kind of like, everybody else kind of got placed in the background, but it was just fun. Like, it's simple times, especially
Nightcrawler. Now. Yeah, Nightcrawler has his like 1 or 2 moments at the beginning, but then him and Colossus are on ice. Kitty not even there.
They're all poisoned, people. They need to recover in the hospital.
This one out. We're having a small story.
No, but I really enjoyed it. I thought the relationship building between Rogue and Wolverine was cool, and like seeing this like other side of Wolverine, wanting to save and fight and stand up for his fiance and
also be a leader.
I don't know. Rogue. Also, just like Yukio is freaking crazy, and I really like her.
Dude, it is crazy because like reading this, and then before I read Immortal X-Men and everything that happened in that craziness, I'm like, you guys aren't even friends anymore. You guys don't hang out anymore. Like just like it breaks your heart a little bit. Like, you guys used to call you guys used to hang out all the time, and now you guys are just
be there for each other.
Yeah, like Storm's making bad decisions, about to get invaded. Well, I would say giving Colossus the proxy was a bad idea, because like I would say she would have given it to Kitty.
Or that's what I thought too.
Or at the very least, bring in Betsy and make her part of the council.
Right.
I feel like that would need a vote. She'd have to.
But yeah, definitely should have given her proxy to Kitty.
Like, they need a liaison over there, right? I mean, like, it is magic. Somebody to bounce out Celine. You can't have Jamie in there.
Oh, Celine.
Celine is crazy. She's nuts. And like, oh god, boy. But like, yeah, this book was great. Like, thank you guys. This was like, just I love seeing Rogue in this, in like early X-Men Rogue. This is like she's a rookie. Like,
yeah.
she's proving herself, like, and just seeing her.
It is really cool to see her like come into her own as a character, and like, because now everyone's like, we love Rogue, and we can expect and anticipate that she's going to like sacrifice herself and take one for the team and be this powerhouse, but knowing that she came from a villain and seeing her build up to that is really cool.
Yeah, to really build her confidence too.
Oh yeah, just man. Okay, so all right, we have a little bit more time. What do you guys think about this upcoming Fall of X thing that's about to happen? Like, it seems like everybody has all their crossbows aimed at Krakoa, and they're just waiting on the word.
Right.
It's honestly, it's terrifying when you like really start to think about all the things that Orcus has in their pocket, and then you think of like what this means for Krakoa and mutantdom. I think every time I think that the X line can't blow my brain cells like they do, and I'm just like really nervous for how bad is it gonna get, like, because they're like straight off the bat, like in the trailer they're like, look, this is the gala, this is the destruction like Nimrod's bringing to the gala, like you already know we have people that we can like who are taking Krakoan drugs so we can make like jump off buildings, like, so those things would normally be like big moments, right? And they've already just given you all of that before it happens, so that means like Orcus crashing the gala is not the main, like that's not the
that's just
crackers moment, like that's just phase one.
The domino effect.
That's the thing that you already know about.
Right.
Just
and it's the Hellfire Gala is what, 70 pages? Like, that's a monster of a book coming at you.
Yeah,
There's just gonna be chaos.
Man, it's gonna be insane, and it's gonna be a month away.
Mm-hmm.
That's and like the galas used to be a great thing. The first one got a planet. Yeah, second one, they no the Eternals ended up trying to kill them.
Resurrection came out, but that was not intentional.
Yeah, but like, I mean, at least the costumes are looking great. I mean, Iceman looks good this year. He looks good. Like him coming out of that Cadillac, like, just man, X-Men needs to go to Vogue.
He was done dirty the first year, so I feel like they're just continuously making for that.
Why do you look like steampunk Tinkerbell? Like, it was weird. It was like, come on, like, we need a balance. Come on, like, he's the Iceman. Do something with that. But so far we only have 6 books currently. That's weird. Like, we had no Captain Britain's about to end. Rogue and Gambit's on its way out. And like, what we're gonna
everything else is going to kick off after the gala, though, right? Like in August, we have all those new miniseries.
Yeah. Oh, which one are you most excited for?
We're just gonna need.
Which one am I most? Dark X-Men.
Dark X-Men, yeah.
Dark X-Men and Jean Grey. Just that cover.
Yeah. Jean Grey, I'm interested in just how that. Yeah.
What does it mean?
Just how it fits.
What does it mean?
Right.
What does it mean?
Like, just.
And I honestly was not excited about Alpha Flight initially, but then I read an interview recently that came out the other day talking about the specifics, and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool.
What specifics? Like, they're just going to talk about how they're like they want to stand out from the Avengers?
No, so it goes into details that, I don't know if it gets spoilery, but it tells you the fact that in Canada it is now illegal to be a mutant. Following the Hellfire Gala into the Fall of X, that's the premise from the start. So there's going to be a division of the Alpha Flight teams, the non-mutant one working for the government, and then the mutant one trying to work for the people.
Oh my goodness,
How do you
gravy.
enforce that? That is so passive aggressive. Like,
Yeah.
With Sentinels, you know, with your own superhero team.
like you have a problem with you have a problem with mutants after you did Neverland. No, 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 no. Don't act like you don't act. No, Neverland. Oh, no. Justin, tell her about Neverland at some point because it is terrifying. And there was
I'm
no
scared.
puppets. It got away clean. It's terrifying.
That's not okay. Doesn't
It's
sound
not
okay.
okay.
I don't think
It
it's
was
good.
like, ugh, just Weapon X is terrible. Weapon X is terrible. Okay, so out of 5 stars, what would you rate this? Rate Uncanny X-Men 172 and 173.
Out of 5 stars, that's that. I'm gonna give it 4
Okay.
because 5 would be like it's perfect. And I don't think that there's really much that I didn't enjoy, but I think for me as I know that it wasn't intended to just be those 2 issues and then end, but the abruptness of the ending and the start, just like, boop, it's over. The wedding's not happening, and we're not going to tell you, like, this arc is ending, and we're not going to tell you what happened.
Yeah, there's some muddied waters at the end of it as to what's really going on.
That's a little disappointing, but I really enjoyed it overall. So I'm gonna go 4.
If I can go 4.5, I would say that, because 4 feels like a given. When my favorite Claremont story is Days of Future Past, and that is, in my mind, a perfect 2-issue story where you come in, you get the full what you need, you introduce a bunch of new content, stakes and resolve at the end, and then you're kind of given the outro. The only reason that this would lose that 0.5 is because of the lack of clarity at the end. But I think in terms of character arc stories, there's so much going on with our 5 main good guys. You know, you got Mariko, you got Yukio, you got Storm, you got Rogue and Wolverine.
Okay.
I would agree.
I'm giving this like I'm giving this about like a 4 out of 5 because like this kind of feels like it's the middle part of a larger story, and like you said, Justin, like we're just jumped off from the Wolverine thing, and now we're about to jump into something else. So like it seems like it's a transitional arc, you know, like it sets up for what's going to happen though.
Yeah, which is interesting because if you look at it in context, so I was just flipping through 4 issues that are heading into this, right? That's the Wolverine arc. And then before that, there's the issue that actually brings Rogue to the mansion. That was just the 1 or 2 issues before. So both of those converge at this one point in this issue. Right. And then you have these 2 issues doing their story. And then it goes into a 3-issue arc of Mastermind, and also the resolution of Scott and Madeline when they end with their wedding. So it is very much so caught in the middle of a couple of different things.
Yeah, it's like I see. This is why X-Men is better as a TV show and not as a movies franchise.
Yeah,
TV
too many
shows,
plots.
Like I would watch this every day. This would be my stories. Like sit down, watch my stories. Watch my X story.
Right, exactly.
No,
yes,
that's what Claremont succeeds in. It's just like the different juicy character arcs that are building in different ways.
And also, I don't think Cyclops was wrong. I don't think he was doing some background research. He wanted to make sure that she was who she said she was, and not like either a clone or a serial killer. Like
right, some kind of plant.
Yeah, like due diligence. Like, and he's being gaslit by his brother. That's weird. Like, why are you trying to ruin a good thing? So what if she murders me? But Justin, Alicia, thank you for doing this. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, this is a great time.
Yeah, like just
always have fun. This is great.
Anytime you guys want to review, want to go back and just jump in, like let me know. I'm ready. Like let's get. I really need to reread Fall of the Mutants though. That was a I haven't read it in a long time. It's a long time.
Yeah, that one's a trippy crossover.
No, don't even get me started because I'm already thinking directors who can do it. Like,
you're plotting it out.
Yeah. Oh, Hollywood is crazy right now. But we got the Ex-Wife podcast. I'm 1407 Great Malkin Lane. We'll see you soon.
That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.